All right, Adaptive Fitness, it is time for day 3 of week 7 of the Adaptive Fitness General Physical Preparedness Program. We've got our 5-5-5 squats to start us out. Let's jump right into it. Again, just a quick refresher on the squat. We've got our toes pointed slightly out, feet about hip, maybe a little wider than hip width apart. Send our hips back, tip below parallel, or as close to parallel as we can, and stand all the way back up, hips and knees extended. Again, keep that chest up, back straight, and the knees tracking in the same direction as the toes. The entire foot stays on the ground, and we push that weight through our heels. Then for our dips, there we go. We're gonna have our weight out forwards. Bend those elbows to about 90 degrees, or as close as we can get, and then press all the way up. Get those locked out. You can have a little resistance in the hips. Just kind of cradling it in that hip crease. So loading. Again, we've done this 5-by-5 2 times before. If you typically stick with one weight throughout all 5 sets, I'd say go a little heavier this time. Really challenge yourself, because this is the last time we'll be going through this. So make it as challenging as you think you can do it. If you build in weight, build up to a heavier weight than you've done before. If you for our alternative equipment, I'll say it for the squat, I like squatting with a backpack. It kind of puts that weight in your heels for you, and you can keep adding and taking away things from the backpack. Make that heavier or lighter. So that's one option you have for loading. So then after you finish your 5-by-5, then we can go on to our conditioning. We've got, so for standing, we're gonna do 3 rounds. You're gonna have a 90-second window. In that 90-second window, you'll do 20 air squats and then as many shouldered overhead as you can in the remainder of that 90 seconds. For seated, in place of 20 air squats, it'll be 16 dips. But again, same 90-second window, same max shouldered overhead with the remainder of that 90-second window. So again, air squats, that's going to be the same as the squat we just went through, except you're going to have 0 resistance. The dips, I'm going to say, have 0 resistance for that. If you use resistance typically in the strength components, it'll just be body weight today. So and then as soon as you finish your air squats or your dips, we're going to go into a shoulder to overhead. I'm going to say, if you have one weighted object, you can do your single arm. Just do a few reps on one side, switch to the other side, do the same amount of reps. Or what you can do, hold it with both hands, and then press that out with both arms. You've got the option of, say, your duffel bag. So yeah, you have a couple options for getting as many of those shoulder overhead as you can. They don't have to be that strict shoulder press that we've been doing for our strength. You can use your legs and do like a push press using those legs to press that weight upwards. Or with both hands. Alright. So then as soon as that 90-second window closes, you'll have a full 90 seconds of rest. Once that 90 seconds of rest is over, you'll have to go through that buy-in of the 20 air squats or 16 dips again, and then as many max shoulder overhead as you can. Keep track of how many total shoulder overhead you complete. That's going to be kind of your score for the workout. I'd say pick a weight where you can where you're not going to have to put your weight down at all during that 90-second window. You're not going to have to stop, and you should be able to get a pretty similar score, a pretty similar number of reps for all 3 rounds. So once we're done with those 3 rounds, then we can move on to our accessories. We're going to have those sit-up and weighted sit-up kind of intervals that we've had before. So we'll talk about that sit-up first. So if we're going down to the ground, we've got 3 rounds of 40 sit-ups and 20 weighted sit-ups. Again, those sit-ups, we can do them, we have a couple options. We've got the straight leg, or we got the bent leg, or the butterfly. So just get as many reps of these as you can in that 40-second window. As soon as that 40-second window closes, we're going to grab some resistance, and then as many more reps as you can in 20 seconds. Now with that weight. Again, we've had this before. Use the same kind of strategy that you used before. After that minute of sit-ups, you'll have 1 full minute of rest. Go through that total 3 times, and then you'll be done. If we're not going down to the floor, we've got those 40 seconds of seated crunches, which is kind of that curl and extension, keeping the core engaged the whole time. And then after that initial 40 seconds, we've got 20 seconds of doing the same thing, but with a little bit of resistance. And then same thing, after that full minute of crunches, then you have 1 minute rest. Go through that 3 times. All right, that'll be it for week 7 of the Adaptive Fitness General Physical Preparedness Program. Next week starts week 8, our final week of the program. That's going to be a tough one. Some really good and hard conditioning pieces. A couple challenges. We're going to revisit some things that we worked on before, and it's going to be a good test to see what progress you've made during these 8 weeks, and what more we can work on in the Adaptive Fitness Lab. All right, thanks for joining me. Remember, stay active, stay healthy, and I will see you guys for week 8 of the Adaptive Fitness General Physical Preparedness Program.